Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play Control. There should be a enemy down here. Hopefully one, okay, yes, we can take it down. That should not be that much of a problem. So now he is vulnerable, so let's do some damage to him. And down here is no problemo for us with all our abilities, but in the end, as you can see through the... Okay, I thought there was an enemy. Through the deformed layout here, it is very, very hard to orientate and go to the right direction. So we can go to the left and to the right. Yes. Okay, open up the door. At first, probably no person in here, but a little, well, box of goodness. I always like at least a little bit to talk about minor things which are not so cool in some games, and in this one, of course, it is relatively long time that some textures are actually being loaded. That is one of the biggest points. The streaming of textures, which takes some time, at least on the normal PlayStation. I don't know whether that or how that is on the PlayStation Pro. Okay, we have to find a mirror. And the question is where that mirror is. To be honest, I don't even know whether we are in the right spot right now. Some case file, right false summary. Event summary. An unconfirmed threshold manifested at Golden Lake, WA, resulted in a fictional story written by the author Alan Wake, creating an AWE in which reality was altered to match that of the story, though only locally and for limited time. Event response. Mr. Kirkland, head of investigation, was alerted on September 13th, 2010 by ex-bureau agent Frank Breaker that an AWE event was taking place in Bright Falls. WA refers to events investigated in 1970, 76, 78. Breaker had received a call from Barry Wheeler, Ellen Wake's literary agent, on behalf of Beaker's daughter, Sarah, who is current sheriff of Bright Falls. A bureau field team arrived at the site 2 days later, only to confirm that the event was over. Interviews were conducted, referred to 1970, Thomas Zane, 76, 78, Odin, Anderson, Tor Anderson. Ellen Wake was believed to investigator. Eyewitnesses report highlight on old light switch, possibly object of power, that missing. Wake was not found at the scene. Reports claim he dived into the lake, but no body was recovered in the search. Okay, that's of course too bad. So we have a little picture here, a TV right here.
I can see you're upset, Meg. Why don't you tell Uncle Mr. Bones what's wrong?
I did bad on my clairvoyance test.
You can't ace every test, Meg. You see, everyone has different brains. Some brains can talk to each other. We call this ESP.
ESP?
Some brains can lift objects like a baseball. Talk about a fly ball, eh, Meg? So who cares if you fail your clairvoyance test? Maybe your brain can throw baseballs, or talk to dead people, or make friends blind. Once we know what your brains can do, we'll know what job to give you. And if your brains are just right, you'll get to sit in the big chair.
What if I don't want the big chair?
What if I don't want the big chair?
Everyone wants the big chair, Hank!
That's why we're all here. Use those brains to listen for once, or the only chair you'll get in is the one with straps.
What a weird episode here. Okay, getting out of there. That, of course, was not very, well, cool to watch. As a kid, if you would see that, I know, this, oh, P6, maybe we are right here.
I wish things had gone differently in ordinary for us. But wishing won't change things.
Ordinary. So much coming together in this one case. A new object of power, something we have not seen before. I mean, coming from me, that's saying something. And the boy, Dylan Faden, prime candidate 6. And the sister as well. I mean, once we catch up with her, but the boy had so much potential. We're talking Northmore level readings here. And I don't want to invoke his name, but it's completely different circumstances here. It's remarkable. There was an incident. Yes. We lost a valuable member of our team, yes. Excessive force. Dylan has so much. But he's just a kid. Like, I'll take the blame. He needs some slack. I mean, boys will be boys. He's exceptional and under a lot of stress. Robert's got killed. It's an unfortunate accident, that's all. Marshall needs to realize this. We will make this work. We'll make this work.
Alright, I hope that, of course.
Finding the projector will.
Ordinary. There's so much.
Alright, another file. So we quickly go through that. I'm so sorry, but I think this is very story-wise very good. So, case 45 HQ 121, agent killed doing, involving codename P6, autopsy findings, blunt force injuries of the head and neck, extensive trauma of the abdominal region, lacerations and contusions of the upper and lower torso, fracture of the spinal cord between L1 and L2 vertebrae, evolution fracture on the 3rd through 10th ribs, left and right, blunt force injuries of the extremities, abrasions, laceration and constitution of the extremities, dislocation of left and right elbow, dislocation of left and right knee. Conclusion: after examination, it was determined that the cause of death was internal bleeding that occurred when the was contorted through his. Alright, that is not cool. So that was the incident this guy was talking about. But guys, that leads us right now to the end of this episode, and you know it. Hi, really. Thank you for watching. If you guys actually have enjoyed this episode, then please guys give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, have a nice day, stay frosty, bye.